Welcome to CoinBook. My name is Calvin Waite, and I'm a professional crypto trader. I really like getting feedback from you guys about the market, what you're trading, successes, failures, so I'm going to go ahead and start giving out a t-shirt every week now. What I'll do is I'll look at all comments from Thursday to Thursday, and then Friday select a random winner. So, good morning, everybody. I thought we would be heading up, and we're definitely halfway through our leg up. We're on our way. Pretty surprised though. When I went to bed, we were only up maybe $700. We just kind of barely had come up a little bit, but yeah, by now all the major institutions and everyone's awake and back in business, and look what's going on. So it's very interesting that there's just so much buying power here. It really is incredible to see, because even though we dropped to 30, you could tell that there was a decrease of momentum happening, and then yesterday was just a giant candle, a 10% day, and here we are at 6% currently with 6 hours to go on the day. But I just wanted to re-emphasize the fact that if we do not get to 40,700 during this move, so it doesn't have to happen today, but we need to hit 40,700 before we drop below the open of this bar. So the open of this bar was 37,400. So if we drop below, if we close below this and we don't overtake this, this is going to have a lot of signs of a bull trap, and we're just going to want to be careful. I don't think that'll happen, but we need to be looking at things very, we need to step back and take emotion out and look at exactly how everything is forming, because we would have a lower high, and if we start moving back down and we lose this support, things would go fast. So anyway, I don't think that'll happen. I think we will probably tomorrow we'll probably have an open, or we will definitely be closing above our swing high right here at 40,700. So pretty incredible. One other thing I wanted to tell you is that look at this. If I go to the weekly chart, what correction? There is no correction on this on the weekly chart. We went down and recovered so fast that you can't even tell that there was a correction. All we have is the most enormous support candle ever at the top of this run. This is not a reversal candle. So we are still going, people. And this is weekly. Of course, we haven't closed. We got 3 days and 7 hours, so anything can happen. But man, if we closed right here, I would be expecting some giant moves up. So final point. Everything happens in a pattern, and this little run down and recovery set us up for the run to 48,000 or to 38,000. And this run from 40,000 down to 30,000, this move is going to set us up for 50,000. So our target is going to be just under 50,000. I'd say 49,500. So that's where I think we're headed next. And it's going to be, it seems like everything is moving so fast. So, it'd be nice if it was a little slower, but there's just a lot of buying in the market, so you can't stop it. And with all the new stimulus and everything happening, that's throwing a wrench in things as well. Oh, I had a thought. This is a little bit off topic of actual trading, and I was just gonna see what your guys' thoughts are on this. One thing that's interesting with corporations getting into crypto is, especially giant publicly traded companies that have Bitcoin on their books, they they suddenly have an when a giant public company invests in Bitcoin, they have a financial incentive for Bitcoin to go up. And a lot of these companies with a lot of cash, they have a ton of buying power. And what we've seen their cash do is they've tried to get into Bitcoin without moving the market very much at all. But if we get to the end of a quarter or end of a year and Bitcoin is down, Bitcoin markets are fairly thin if you do market buys. Like if somebody buys $100 million worth of Bitcoin and they do it all at once, they can absolutely skyrocket the price and easily manipulate the price. So these giant companies with a ton of cash, if they start having a financial interest in the price of Bitcoin going up, it will also change the landscape of how Bitcoin trades, because at major times of the year, end of quarters and things like that, I'm betting that we see unusual strength to so that executives will get their bonuses or whatever will happen. So another thought on why Bitcoin is becoming so bullish. But anyway, that's probably a pretty good update for Bitcoin here today. Well, when Bitcoin starts pressuring the rest of the market, threatening new all-time highs, which is a sweet threat, it does take the wind out of the sails on alts. So we were really looking good with a lot of good increases here. And today we have an indecision candle. We still have, the day hasn't closed, but alts are a little bit unsure. Even though they look as good as they do, we've had a lot of alts dropping. And so now we've kind of traded to a point here. We really need to get above 8.5 million Bitcoin market cap. If we can get above that, I think the rest of the market will be sold on alts having an alt season. But yeah, all the attention's dropped back to Bitcoin today. Looking at the micro caps, this is so this is our day. So this drop here, it lends itself to everything dropping 5%. There are a couple of beauties in there, but most everything is sold off today because of the jump in Bitcoin. So we're going to be patient and keep waiting. The structure is not broken though, so we're looking just fine. We just need to be patient and we'll see if things will play out. Sometimes making the perfect trade takes a lot of finesse and skill and persistence. So for today, I thought maybe for our altcoin highlights, maybe I'd mention a couple of coins that I've recently bought, just because there's not a ton to talk about with the market being down. And so and some of these may not look as great as they did yesterday, but Mana is one that I bought. So Decentraland has been a pretty good. The structure of this looks really nice. So I went ahead and took the risk. The risk reward on these are just looking better and better. Another coin that I bought was VRC. It's a little harder to see because of the scale, but yesterday at close, look how good that was looking. So we do have some higher highs, and it feels like our trend is starting to have a chance for a change. But what I like about this one is the opportunity. I mean, we're at 148, and if we get back up into a mid-range of our highs, we're at 500, which is a 3x. So that one is one I've been interested in. Let's see. Zencoin is one that I bought recently. It wasn't super Yeah, I bought it around here when we were just getting above the 50, somewhere in there. So that was, we're about to where my entry point was, but I still think it's got some legs. I think we'll probably find some support. Let's see. Another one that I bought is Nexus. So this one's got a nice low support. This one, same thing. The risk reward is really nice. If we get back up into a normal trading range at 2200 Satoshis, this is a 3x. So this one's looking pretty good. And for a while there, I was getting very bearish on Neo because we had dropped, because we were just in a downtrend. Like ever since this switch from green to yellow zone, I was bearish on Neo. But with this most recent move up, I think we'll find a higher support than here. So this is one that I'm bullish on. So the structure is looking like it's worth taking the chance on. Header hash graph, I already mentioned on my video a while ago that I had bought this one. So we are waiting for a close above the 50. We exit this red zone and we'll be in a great place. Price is amazing, 145, and we have a, you know, even a low of our prior price action is at least double. So that's a pretty good one. Let's see, what else did I get recently? So my black coin is what I got. So this one, we are starting to trend back up, and we had a close above the 50 a few days ago. So we're starting to break up our red zone a little bit. But yeah, I know some of you are, you know, you watch the channel and I talk about a lot of coins, but I do actively trade all of these. But right now, out of the 100 coins that I am watching and trading, I am long 20% of them. So 1 out of 5, I've found a decent entry point. Doesn't mean everything's going to work out, you know, because the macro market will really drive everything. But each individual coin has its own good entries and bad entry points, and good exits and bad exits. And so I'm taking the risks on a lot of these, and I'm willing to wait for as long as I need to for these to kind of mature and follow through. So a lot of these with the right structure, doesn't matter what Bitcoin will do, as long as the structure remains in place, there will always be people that get behind it when they see how good the structure is. So just a little bit of insight into some of the things that I'm doing. It's a lot of fun to trade, and it's interesting to watch it. So even on a down day, a lot of these coins, they still look really nice. So we'll see how everything plays out. Okay, it is time to separate the CoinBook trolls from the CoinBook fans. So these are the magnificent t-shirts that we are giving away every Friday. These are individually packaged with love from your best friends, China. There's also this incredible option designed by yours truly, and we'll be giving away probably 1 or 2 of these every Friday to just a random comment on any of the videos over the past week. But, and I don't blame you, if you absolutely cannot live without one of these shirts, I am willing to part with them for $15 worth of your favorite crypto. Just reach out to me on social media and we'll get you guys hooked up.